Hey guys, Technometro with the video for you guys. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the iPhone 13 going into 2024, if this phone is still worth it or not. If you're thinking about buying it, upgrading from it or to it, everything you need to know in this video, I'm going to talk about it. So let's get started. So the iPhone 13 here, this is the regular 13 here, not the Pro or the Mini here or the Pro Max. The regular one, it's a little bit cheaper, but it was released back in September of 2021. Now it's been a little over 2.5 years later. This year is going to be 3 years since the release of the iPhone 13 here. Again, it's a really awesome device here. Originally, now when it came out, it was a little bit pricey, but Apple still sells this model because it's a regular model. They don't sell the Pro lineup, but if you wanted to get this right now, they sell it at 128 gig for $599, 256 gig for $699, and 512 gigs for $849. So this phone is available right now for you to get it directly on Apple's website. Now if you want to buy pre-owned, you're going to save a lot of money on Amazon or eBay. You can get it around $300 to $350. So if you want to check out the link, we'll leave some link for the Amazon as well here. So this phone here, again, nicely well built, aluminum and glass build overall here, 2 dual megapixel camera on the back, flat bezel. And the iPhone 13 lineup is the last lineup that has the physical SIM card for the US model. So if you're looking for a phone with the physical SIM card, that's where the 13, it's going to be your go-to phone for it. It's the last supported one with the physical SIM card. Does have 5G mm wave as well here. Now this comes with A15 Bionic chip with 4 gigs of RAM, so a lot of power in terms of to do your daily stuff, basic stuff, and even some heavy graphic gaming as well with that 4 gigs of RAM available. The battery size on this one here is a 3227 mAh, which gives you around 19 hours of video playback. Now if you compare it to the 15 lineup, it's about 20 hours. You're not getting too much in terms of less battery life than this one. Of course, 1920 probably won't make a big difference for anyone here. Now, other things to talk about this phone is camera. As we mentioned, there's two 12 megapixel camera, and the front camera is a 12 megapixel camera as well on the front. So again, you can take really good portrait photos, even videos, of course, 4K 60 frames per second. So none of that is lacking. Of course, a third telegraphic camera would be an improvement for it, but that's kind of the thing with this iPhone. Now when it comes to the software of this phone here, now it does upgrade to iOS 17, so you can upgrade it to iOS 17. Originally came on iOS, one of the earlier iOS's, so it got 2 generations of it. You can take advantage of the latest iOS 17, and most likely it'll get iOS 18 later as well. That means pretty much all of your day-to-day apps or works, from your social media to streaming website, it's like Netflix, YouTube, all of that will work without any issue, so you don't have to worry about any of that. Your communications apps, everything will work, from the basic just calling and texting to even browsing. It's pretty quick and snappy, even after being almost 2.5, and it's going to be 3 years this year. You're not losing much if you have this phone. And that kind of leads us to the pros and cons of the iPhone 13. Again, it has 5G, has a physical SIM card, wireless charging, decent camera, decent battery. And the only thing, as we mentioned, was lacking, of course, because it is in a Pro model, the third telephoto lens. It's only 60 hertz refresh rate, unlike the Pro lineup nowadays, which is 120 hertz refresh rate. And besides that, the iPhone 13, if you're using it right now and you don't want to pay extra for a newer upgrade, the 13 still will get the job done. It's still worth it. Now, if you're thinking about buying the 13 from an earlier model, probably a good choice as well, because of course you're saving money, and of course it's going to be supported for not even this year. It's going to probably be supported to be at least another 3 years or so before you can actually see this phone going obsolete. So that's kind of our review of it. I want to hear from what do you guys have to say about the iPhone 13? If you're using it, have you used it? Leave a comment in the comment section. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next time.